So, a real quick video to talk about chase lights. I selected the Xprite 36" and as you can see, it fits nicely right underneath the roof line. I know that some folks have mounted theirs on top of the roof line, but I was afraid to do that for two reasons. One, you hit tree limbs and things like that and you end up scraping the light off of the roof, or that you have to drill holes through the roof in order to mount the light bar. Mounting it on the rear glass or the rear windshield allows us to avoid having to drill those holes. I was able to snake them up on top of the rear windshield and away from the weather. Now I mounted them to the rear windshield stiffener bar. The kit came with 1/2" carriage bolts to run through the track that goes along this side of the entire length of the light bar. The 1/2" weren't long enough to go into the stiffener bar and through the rear windshield, so I went and from the hardware store and got 1" carriage bolts, and they fit within that track just fine. And as you can see, it's pretty stiff here. There's a little bit of movement that caused by the flexing of the rear windshield, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I routed the wires here from the rear of the windshield down the A-posts. I was able to use one of the existing plugs that Yamaha provides in order to provide power to it. I did not use the left turn signal or the brake lights. For the type of riding that we do, I didn't think it was necessary to have those attached. Now the reverse light, what I did with that is I mounted a second switch in order to activate that. And the rationale behind that was that I could use it for a work light if need be. And of course, just like any of the other light bars that you'll see, there's a series of flash patterns that you can cycle through. The one other thing that I wanted to add is that this is a Super ATV rear windshield. Because it's a Super ATV rear windshield, the stiffener bar in the back is made of metal. Some of the other models I've seen come with a plastic stiffener bar. I am sure that you would be able to mount the bar with that plastic stiffener bar, but if you wanted a little bit of extra security, you might consider fabricating something out of aluminum or light steel to make a new stiffener bar. This is 1/8" thick material that comes with the ATV, the Super ATV stiffener bar, or the Super ATV kit. The downside to this installation is if you have a rack and you store stuff on top of that rack on that top shelf, then that's going to obstruct the view of the chase bar.